right, stay with me. We talked about August breakthrough. I now need to talk about leads and lead flow and some things that we're doing in the company that need to pay very serious attention, okay? When we started the team, we got live leads from Zillow, and all the calls came through to you as agents. Doug was one of those agents. Aj was one of those agents. And basically your phone went off between 10 and 20 times a day. And Zillow measured how fast you picked up. And it was called a pickup rate. So none of this, oh, I'm at church or I'm here or I'm there. They didn't care where you were. It was just like, we're going to call you with a client, and they wanted to see your pickup rate, how fast it was. And they measured it in seconds. We found that was very stressful to the agents. And so we set up the ISA system, even though it's expensive to do. We set up the ISA system, and now we take those live calls. So please show your continued support for the ISAs. One thing that we lost in doing that is the skill set amongst agents to answer a live call. And I'm now going to focus on that, okay? We're going to focus on your skill set with live calls. I'm going to teach you some extremely valuable things here. How many of you in this room would like to receive live calls with a buyer on the phone? Can I please see a show of hands? All right. How many of you online would like to have live buyer calls? And I want to see here who says yes, right? How many of you would like to have live buyer calls? Make a note of this. Come on, let's see. Is that what, see, if they can't on a Wednesday say yes, then how the hell are they going to answer calls during the week, right? So you got like Rich wants them, Habiba wants them, Anna wants them, Vicky wants them, Diana. Now you're seeing, Kathy, who are the people you can rely on. Garland wants them. Nicole, yes, definitely. She wants them. Put her on the list because I don't think she's on the list. Quickly, somebody make a note of that. You guys are going to have to process this yourselves afterwards. Jermaine, yes. Vivian, yes. Howard, of course. All right. Julian, yes. Michelle, yes. Jonathan, yes. Cassandra, yes. All right. So we got 20 people who want to receive live calls. Janae, yes. All right. And how many people are on this call this morning? How many are on? Somebody answer me the question. 53 people. We got 20 of them who want, you see, we're looking for the people who want to do business. Zoom user, I don't know who you are. You said yes, I don't know who you are. Name your account. Teresa, yes. Maya, yes. Mike, yes. Joe, yes. Gabriella, that I like. I want to be trained. Trina, yes. Okay. These are your people, Jenny. These are your people right here. These are the people that the crew need to have their names. Trina, yes. Right? So those of you, yes, you want live calls. Now, what's happening is that there are several ways that we're transferring leads to you. As you know, you get leads through the Go-Getter channel. That's something that I operate mainly. You get leads through WhatsApp. You get leads through iconnect. There's a constant flow of leads. Now, our call center, we call it our international desk, is producing roughly 20 to 25 leads a day. Now, I want you to listen carefully to me. Oh, yes, but my last international desk lead didn't work out. Well, where did the lead come from? Zillow. So if you don't want to take international desk leads, get yourself off Zillow because they're Zillow leads. So any Zillow or social media lead that is, here's the criteria, that is interactive with us, that at some point has asked for an appointment and the agent dropped the contact. That means they didn't bam-fam or they didn't write an offer, but the client is still online looking at property, either on Zillow or GoWP Now. So any client that came from Zillow or social media, and by the way, in social media, you're going to hear what we do with them later on, the process, that is currently looking at property and has raised their hand, and even further with International Desk has told us verbally over the phone, yes, I want to find homes in Long Beach at 700 or 800,000. Is anybody interested in that kind of lead? If you're not interested in that kind of lead, you need to get out of the real estate business. Let's just be absolutely categoric. 92% of leads now, 92% of people who buy a home do not go through to a previous agent they've used. 92%. So the future is in being able to gather these leads. I'm going to talk a lot about this. So plug into me and listen to what I'm sharing. All I want to do is create opportunity for you, okay? Because as we create opportunity for you, you're successful. We build a business, you build a business with us. So here's my point. Call center, we're pushing them now that we want 25 to 30% of the amount they produce every day to come through as a live call. So let's take Op City. Do you know that we've received 340 Op City leads on our enterprise account in the last 3 months, and you've put one of them in escrow? And I'm like, how can that be possible? You know why it is? Because I haven't trained what you should say for a year and a half. Did you hear that? Anybody hear the numbers? I just gave 340 leads. One of them you put in escrow. How is that possible? 340 people who went to realtor.com, saw a property, had somebody call them on the phone, spoke to an Op City person on the phone. The Op City person put it out on the Op City app. An agent responded. The agent spoke to them. 340 of those people, and we put one of them in escrow. And the answer is because I haven't trained you enough on what to say. So we're going to focus on that today. So live calls. I'm going to quickly play for you a couple of live calls. Now I want you to listen carefully. First of all, I want to say kudos to the people who you're going to listen to here. And Habiba, you're one of them. This is in no way to put you down or to criticize you, but to illustrate to you what is going to happen when your phone goes off, right? So we're going to listen to a couple of live transfer calls. Let's do, Jonathan, same for you, buddy. You know, you're like a son to me. So nothing personal, but just listen to the call and what happens. All right, so let's go. Let's play Jonathan's first.
Okay.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. He hasn't told me about the bedrooms and all. You need to ask to him. Okay. He's very interested. You can take it from here.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
I'll talk to him.
I
Okay,
appreciate
David,
that,
right?
Jonathan. Bye. Yeah, David.
Is David? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, David.
Wait a
Hello,
minute.
David.
Hello?
Hey, David, it's Jonathan from the Warburton Team at EXP. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, Jonathan. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, my marketing team was letting me know you're looking for a house, and we want to make sure and provide you the best service possible. And so here I am. I work in the area. I know everything there is to know about these neighborhoods, and I'm ready to assist you in any way you need. So I guess my question is, I asked this to all my, my pleasure. I guess what I ask is, every client I ask this, just to kind of like make it known that this is more about you guys. Like, if you could, in a few words, like share what your plan is. Like, what's the goal here? What are you trying to accomplish instead of me just throwing stuff at you?
Oh, sure. The goal right now is to look for real estate investments to either hold or to find exits out of. Now, I would be looking at either utilizing DSCR loans in order to activate the properties, right, to purchase them. That's one thing that's on my mind. Another thing that's on my mind is potentially buying them and then exiting out of them very quickly, just on a smaller renovation model, right? I'm not talking about doing, massive builds as of this point. That's why just originally really want to start with just focus on leveraging the DSCR loan actually, and getting some properties into play that I can hold as assets.
All right, so let's pause this real quick.
The biggest thing I've been going back.
All right, let's pause this, and I want you to interact with me fast, okay? So first of all, how was the introduction? Loud and awful. You agree? Absolutely awful and awkward. All right? No doubt about it. So this one happened about 2 weeks ago, and we've done tremendous modifications. You're going to hear it in a moment, the contrast. Right now, feedback to me. I need to hear from you guys. We need to know who's working with us, okay? Because you're talking now, we're going to provide more live transfers than Opcity and Zillow put together. So listen up. How was Jonathan's response? He was cool, he was calm. What else? How was Jonathan's response? There were a lot of fillers. Okay, so this is very interesting. Gentleman here saying there were a lot of fillers, and that's related to confidence in the scripts. Michelle says he got the guy talking. I agree. What else, guys? Confident with a casual tone. I agree. Felicia's saying she liked that he asked what his goals were. Yeah. Focused on the client. I love the way John slowed his pace and started pacing him from the start. Doug. Call went on too long. So call went on too long. Now, I personally think Jonathan did a great job. However, your average live transfer, in your minds, you should be able to process it in 180 seconds. 180 seconds. How many of you heard that? Because people are saying, Andrew, I was showing a client, I couldn't take that call. Now we're back to it. I can't go to the beach because I'm going to get sunburned. I don't want to get married because the guy's going to cheat like the last one. I don't want to take a call because it's going to go on too long. What you expect and you say in your brain is what you're going to manifest. And I'm going to give you a script here in a minute that I will show you how you can process these in 180 seconds. So let me make this very, very clear. These live transfers, when they first came in, I took a lot of them. And I was showing property still with a net. And I would say to my client, say Doug was my client, I would say, look, Doug, I am very grateful that Zillow introduced you to me. And part of that relationship with Zillow is that they require that I be very responsive. And I'm responsive not only to you, but sometimes Zillow jumps in while we're showing and there's somebody they want me to talk to. Will you be offended, sir, if I step away for 180 seconds and talk to somebody that Zillow introduces me to? Is that okay with you, sir? I never had a client say no. Because what does that say? It says that you're busy. It says that you're in with the biggest portal in the world. It says that they trust you. And you're going to hear me talk to a new customer. That says customer service. But you in your heads were brought up 100 years ago. You were taught real estate by people who are so old they're retiring. And those people said, oh, it's all about focus. It was back then because you were the only real estate agent for 1,000 miles. Now you're the only real estate agent for the next 1,000 seconds. So it's completely changed. Now, what do I teach about? Availability, accessibility, awareness. These are principles of the modern consumer generation. So many of you have come to us because you want to build big businesses. Make sure you let your clients know it's possible my phone could go off. I will not answer whatever. But if it's a live call from the people who introduced you to me, I will need to step aside for 180 seconds while you look at the home. Is that okay with you, please, sir? Yes. So the first part is change your mindset that you are in the awareness and responsiveness business, and the vast majority of consumers will not be offended if you take a 180-second call while you're showing them a property. Does everybody understand? If you understand that in the feed right now, would you please say yes? Okay, let's go. Say yes if you understand what I just shared. Okay, 2 of you, 3 of you. Yep. This is absolutely a core item. Now watch, while we're doing this, my dear friends, colleagues, let's listen to the second live call. Are you ready? Let's go. This is Habiba's.
Hello? Yeah, I'm gonna transfer you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm transferring you to Habiba, okay? She's a good agent and she will help you.
Mm-hmm.
This call is being recorded.
Just a second. Hold on.
All right, so stop it. Right, so we made some changes now. They actually edited this, which is good, but it's a shame because you will hear they actually had a really constructive call. He had this call with the customer who said, yeah, I want to buy, and I don't remember, I think it was like $650,000 home in the Long Beach area, and I want to meet somebody on Saturday. They had that call, and unfortunately, they edited that out. Then the agent is now trained to say, I'm going to introduce you to, they select an agent, and they're a great agent in your area. Is that okay with you, right? So that's already huge progress. Did you hear any noise in the background? Because we've put, what's it called? Yeah, but there's a word for it. I can't remember it. A noise cancellation on all the systems. So now you can't hear all that clutter in the background. So let me ask you, at a $700,000 buyer, if you were in Long Beach, would you be interested in speaking to that client? 100%.
Are you giving that information?
Yes, and you're going to hear it in a minute. Yeah. So now the next piece we have is how do we transfer that information to the agent digitally immediately? Because what's happening is the call center is calling multiple people. They don't know which agent's going to take it. But I'm going to go there in a minute. But the bottom line is, does this sound a little bit like OpCity? This is exactly what happens with OpCity, right? So now watch. Continue to play it. So this is...
Hi, this is Habiba.
Hey, Habiba, this is Mark from your marketing department. On the other line is who? He's looking for 3 beds, 2 baths in Garden Grove, California, around 800K. Could you help him?
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay, thank you.
What's the client looking for? 3-bedroom, 2-bath home for $800,000 in Garden Grove. Now, if I'm showing Martin, come up here, Martin. Martin's a friend of mine, been on the team forever. Get up here, quick. Up, 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 up. Come on, bro. I need you to help me. So I'm showing a property to Martin. Martin's a mature gentleman. He knows what he's doing. Look, Martin, appreciate you letting me show property today. One of Zillow's requirements is that we respond to you and respond to any client they introduce us to. So it's possible, sir, that while we're showing homes, I could get a call. It'll probably only happen once. I could get a call. It takes about 180 seconds for me to answer it. And Zillow requires that. Is that okay with you if I take that call?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Is it okay with you maybe if you just step aside and look at a room or something while I'm on that call?
Go check out the home while you talk.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right. So that 99 times out of 100, exactly what the customer is going to say. Now, because, yeah, thanks, bro. Because, and Martin and I come from the same generation. We were not taught that when we got our real estate licenses, because when we got our real estate licenses, they didn't have electricity. So the whole point is the expectation level is different. Communicate that. Teresa, I'm talking to you, right? Listen to me. Aja, I'm talking to you. Communicate that to your clients because you're great agents. Get out of your head. You can only do one thing at a time. You can do 2 things at a time. Would you say that with me on 3? I can do 2 things at a time. 1, 2, 3. I can do 2 things at a time. Now, we all know men can't. Women can, right? Because you can feed your child, get their homework done, prepare the car and turn it on, put your makeup, fold the laundry, clean up that mess that the dog made in the living room, all at the same time. The guy goes, I'm busy right now. Don't bother me, right? So listen, when you're with your clients, be ready to make that transfer. Now, listen to what happened when he transferred them to Habiba. And this is what happens now. Hi, Aja. This is, and it's going to be Mark, or it's going to be Luke, or it's going to be Eric. Those are the 3 most likely. They're going to say, hey, this is Mark, or this is Eric, or this is Luke. I've got Jenny on the line, and she wants to find an $800,000 home in the Rancho Cucamonga area. She's looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Can you take this call? That's what's going to happen. Okay? Now listen to what happened with Habiba. I love you, Habiba. Don't get mad at me.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Hi, am I speaking to who?
Yes.
Hi, who? This is Habiba. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
So I was told you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in Garden Grove?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you live around Garden Grove right now?
Yes.
Okay. And have you, by any chance, looked into a budget of what number you're looking at?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. And what's your motivation to move? Hello.
What do you mean?
Is your lease expiring? Are you just looking to buy because, it's the time to buy? Or is there a specific reason? Is there a life change that's happening?
He hung up. All right, now watch. Watch. Do we all love Habiba? Let's hear a resonant yes. Loyal, strong, but we caught her totally by surprise. Totally by surprise. And I hadn't trained. Is this like a bad on Habiba? No, right? It's a bad on who? Me. So listen up. You know me. I am going to generate as many live calls as Realtor.com and Zillow put together. Period. To me, it's like building another team. I could literally take the resource that we have right now, run an ad, hire 10 agents who really want to answer the phone, start another team, and produce as much as this team in 6 months. Because I would specifically recruit people who want to take these calls. I don't want to do that. I want to build out this team, but I want to know on this team who's going to take those calls. Okay. So I have prepared 2 scripts for you. We're going to go into the scripts right now. There's a lot of things happening that you need to be aware of here. So let's go to so if you go to TWT Agents and you go to Sales Script, is that under Agent Tools, by the way? Yeah. So you go TWT Agents, Agent Tools, Training Materials, Sales Scripts, and then there's TWT Outbound and TWT Inbound Scripts. So click on TWT Inbound Scripts, and you're going to get this. And I'm now going to go over this with you. Please pay close attention. This is a quick reference guide for handling inbound calls. Follow the flow below to introduce yourself, build rapport, set the appointment, and introduce your financial friend for pre-qualification, right? The whole idea here is that you make a relationship. They want to hear enthusiasm in your voice. They want to hear that you have and I'm going to use one of my pastor words, a servant heart. Right? So what they don't want to hear is, I'm the top born again Christian in this church, and if you want my parking spot, then don't disturb me. I want to hear that. What they want to hear is that you care and you represent somebody who's loving, kind, and caring. They need to hear that in your voice. And I'm going to say something. May I say something to you really brutally hard? May I just be completely honest? If a lead comes in, views property on GoWP Now or Zillow, opens emails weeks in a row, reaches out to us, asks for an appointment, meets an agent, didn't like the agent, nobody ever calls back. They visit the website again. We call them again. They tell us what they're looking for. They ask to speak to an agent. Is that a bad lead? So if that happens at this point and that person is introduced to you, it's not that it's a bad lead, it's that you're a bad agent. Because they've come all the way through the funnel and you're still acting like you're a narcissist. It's all about you. By the way, Habiba, I'm not saying this about you. You know I love you and support and care about your family. It's a general point that I'm making. You understand me? This business no longer centers on the agent. I love EXP, but they have got this wrong. They say we are an agent-centric company. The future is that we become a customer-centric company. Because these are the people who buy the homes, these are the people who pay the commissions, and these are the people that support your family. This is no longer about us. Is a church about the pastor or the congregation? Well, in the answer to that in real estate, 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 that in real estate,
Remix.
that in real estate, that in real estate, that in real estate, that. You'll hear me online, yes? Okay, so listen to me. If a lead comes all the way through that funnel, they want an agent who cares. They need to feel, does John care? And does John know anything that can help me? So we're going to learn how to do that. And I take the responsibility that I have not trained this now for 19 months. Please accept my apology. Section 1 is your primary mission. When a call comes through, by the way, this applies also tied to your outbounds. Your primary mission is set an appointment. The old guys with gray hair who've sold their companies and have $100 million yachts will not teach you this. Mike Ferry will not teach you this because he's another one. They will not teach you this. This is the consumerism world. When you're reaching out to somebody, your primary objective is set the appointment, because when you get with them face to face, you can start to really find out what's going on. Are you willing to invest in 5 people to have one of them buy? 100%. That's the nature of it. Okay, so watch. When you get the live transfer, speak immediately. You're going to hear a dead zone, right? Hi, John, this is Mark. I've got Felicia. She wants a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Garden Grove. I'm going to transfer you to you now, okay? Okay. Perfect. So John immediately, okay. Hey, Felicia, this is John. Now, obviously, you don't ask the same questions again, do you? They've already told you what she's looking for. What does she need to know that you can help her? So immediately you come out the gate. No dead zone. Hi, this is James. Really glad to be introduced to you. How are you today? Great. Now I'm going to give you the script. Hi, this is James with the Warburton Team. You need to say that because TCPA regulations require it. Right? So you're stating right up front who you're with. Hi, this is Felicia with the Warburton Team. I understand you're interested in homes in Long Beach around 800,000, correct? Yes. Now, sometimes the lead will have a specific property address. In that instance, you'll say, hey, this is Andy with the Warburton Team. I understand you'd like to see the home located at 123 Main Street on Saturday at 4 p.m. Is that correct? Yes. Right out the gate. Hi, this is Andrew. Immediately you hear it, right? Hi, this is Andrew. I'm here to help you. I hear that you're interested in homes in Long Beach at 800,000. Is that correct? Super. Now let's go down to next. Look what it says here. Restate and reassure. Now you have to reassure them. Perfect. There's some excellent opportunities in that price range right now. Let's go look at some homes together. What day and time this week works best for you? Do you prefer weekdays or weekends? That's what they're on the phone for. They got to Zillow, they've looked at homes, they've come back, we visited them, we dropped them, they went back to our website, they've come again, they've opened emails, we've called them, they've said they want to speak to somebody. Felicia, I'm really excited to help you. You prefer weekdays or weekends? I'm here to help you. They need to feel that immediately. Did they feel that from Habiba? Yes or no? Did they feel it from Jonathan? Yes or no? I don't think so. And I think Jonathan and Habiba are great agents. I just haven't trained them to do this. It needs to be engaging right away. If there's a, look, do you see how we've traced this? If there's a specific property, you're going to say, perfect, I look forward to meeting you there, because they've said specific property. By the way, there are a couple of other homes in the area with similar feature. I'd also like to show you, are you able to allocate the time? Usually we look at 3 homes on a trip to optimize your time and give you the best perspective. That's a great script, right? So again, go up to the top. if they come in and know the property, hey, that's great. You want to see this property at such a time? Yes, perfect. I look forward to meeting you there. By the way, I'm going to set up 3 other homes so we can use the time wisely. Okay, I'm really looking forward to meeting you. Or if that you don't know the home, like the one with Habiba or like the one with Jonathan, hey, it's Felicia with the Warburton team. I understand you're interested in homes in Temecula around 900,000. Okay, correct? Okay, perfect. There are excellent opportunities in that price range right now. Let's look at some homes together. Do you prefer weekdays or weekends? You're driving for the appointment. Next section of the call. Great. Now here it comes. This is confidence. What I'm noticing with many of the agents on the team, that we started with like this mass and you're all just like picking one here and there, right? I have to teach you confidence. Confidence. Now you're going to say, great. We're set up for Saturday at 9 a.m. I'll confirm the details by text right after this call, okay? What are you going to send them after the text? Digital footprint. What are you going to send them? Come on, guys, online. Come on. I need you all to participate with me. What are you going to send them after this call?
Your flyer.
You're going to send your personal flyer, or you're going to send your Zillow Premier profile. You have to identify yourself. Not 2 hours later. God, don't you understand? That's from the 1800s. You were taught by Gary Keller. He's going to retire soon. You were taught by Coldwell Banker. They started 111 years ago. Barely had electricity and horses were still pooping outside their offices. Don't you understand? You can go to the first Coldwell Banker offices and look at the pictures, and there's actually tie downs for horses outside. And you're still thinking you can wait 2 hours to respond to them? You can't. So as soon as you've done this, Felicia, that's great. I'm looking forward to see, just to confirm, Saturday 10, right? Fantastic. I'm going to send you a text immediately after this. There'll be links that you can reach me, and I'm going to be sending you properties this week, okay? All right, Felicia, thanks so much. Right. So now you confirm the appointment. Now, listen carefully. So, Jonathan, are you still with me, my brother? You don't see a resignation from Jonathan or Habiba in the email.
I'm here.
Okay. Habiba, you still there, sweetheart? I think she is.
I am.
All right. So listen. Here's the important thing, Jonathan, because you're very very relationship oriented. So are you, Habiba. Your first thing is they have a short attention span. Set the appointment. Affirmation, confirmation, set the appointment. Once you've set the appointment, you've got a little bit of time. Be sensitive, because if you hear them, like I think the gentleman's name was Mr. Ho, if you hear their attention dropping off, you better get them sparked up again or get off the phone or they're going to hang up on you, right? Okay, so watch. Now in your second section, you're going to connect with them and reconfirm. By the way, Felicia, what was it particularly you liked about the area? And there are any must-have features you have to have? Yeah, I really need, 4 bedrooms. I need this, I need that, I need a big yard and so on. So that's fantastic. I'm making a note of that. Some of you, when you ask a question, you ask the next question, the next question, the next question. And they're like, oh my God, sounds like the Gestapo, right? Let's get out the heater and put it in your face and burn your face. And what's the next question, right? So look, it's not an interrogation, guys. This is relationship building. So by the way, Felicia, what was it particular about that area that you liked? Okay, super. And are there any specific features? So I'm just making some notes on that, Felicia, while you talk. Okay. By the way, what's the main reason you're looking for a home right now? Because I want to be sure that my timeline fits your timeline. Do I sound like a pastor who cares? Or just somebody's got a big black book open saying you're going to go to hell, right? This is a pastor that cares, right? So I'm going, what is it right now that made you want to have a home? I want to be sure that I perform on time for you, okay? Right, look, this reveals their urgency. Now, if you've got a chance, look how the conversation's progressing under financing. Will you be purchasing with cash? Will you be getting a loan? And if they say a loan, say, great, let's connect you with one of my financial friends so you can get the best rates and programs. And now here comes the wrap up. Perfect. Here it comes. Habiba just dropped off the call. Jonathan the call just went like this because it was very, very long. Now he's going to convert the client, but it was very, very long. Your wrap up is super clear. Perfect. I'm really looking forward to meeting you on Saturday at 5. Again, this is an exciting step, and I think you'll love what we find together. This is, again, Teresa I'm with the Warburton team, and I'm committed to helping you find the right home. I'll see you on Saturday. Very convincing. You're very much creating relationship. All right, so let's go. Who will interact with me online and answer the call? Let's go. Who will do it? Let me hear a volunteer. Habiba, you want to do it with me, hun? Habiba,
Why not?
let's do it. By the way, this woman came to this country with nothing, has built herself a career, has a husband who's a professor in a college, is an absolute genius. She, I think, has a master's degree, runs a family, has children, highly intelligent women, and people still speak to her like she's an immigrant that just got off the bus, right? That's because in America, we see things in a very, very narrow piece. I'm from Europe, and I love America, but let's open our minds that we are all one collective on this planet. Do I have an amen from anybody in this room on that? So, Habiba,
Amen.
sweetheart, we're going to do this again, my dear, okay?
Okay.
And Anna, I see yours. You're going to do the second one with me. Go up to the top. Go up to the top. Can you see it, Habiba? I don't know if you would.
Yes.
You can see it? Okay. So go up to the top and let's really be sensitive to Habiba and help her here, okay? So in this instance, Habiba, I'm going to be the call center at first and introduce you. And then you're going to address me. My name's Andrew. And I'm going to switch role to be the buyer. Are you with me?
Got it. Yep.
So that's your cue to say hello, Habiba.
Sorry. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, this is Andrew from the Warburton Team marketing team. I've got Andrew on the phone, and he's looking for homes at $800,000 in Garden Grove. Can I transfer him to you, please?
Of course.
All right, transferring now.
Hi, Andrew. This is Habiba with the Warburton team. I understand you're interested in looking homes in the Garden Grove area, around 800,000. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Perfect. There are excellent opportunities in that price range right now. Let's go see some homes this weekend together. What time works for you on the weekend?
So weekdays are really tough. Saturday morning would be good around 10, if that's okay with you.
That's perfect. Let me put this on my calendar. So Saturday at 10 a.m.
Listen to this.
I'll confirm the
Great.
details with you on the text, and then we'll go from there.
Fantastic. That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to bring my wife as well, okay?
Oh, that's perfect. Looking
Much
forward to
better
meeting
looking,
her.
by the way.
By the way, what is particularly in this property that you like? Just so I can make some notes on my end.
I like the pool and the golf course behind us.
Oh, okay. So pool is something that is on your list.
Yes.
Perfect. And what's the main reason you're looking for a house right now?
Well, it's a golf community. We really want to move into the golf community because I've got kids who are really good at golf.
That's amazing. Okay. Will you be purchasing with cash or getting a loan? Is there an area where I can help you?
I'm not sure yet. Let's go look at some homes first.
Okay, you got it. Perfect. I have you down for Saturday at 10 a.m. I'll meet you there and your wife. Very excited and looking forward to meeting you. I will be sending you a text after this call to confirm the details of our appointment and a little information about me so you know who you're meeting. I'll see you on Saturday.
All right, let's hear a round of applause for Habiba. All right, so this is your inbound call, how to operate an inbound call. Let me ask you this question. Do you think if you were showing a buyer, you could do that 3-minute call while you were showing the buyer? Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Richard? The way you and I were trained, it's like, well, that's a 30-minute buyer presentation. You're not looking to do a 30-minute buyer presentation right now. So those of you who are saying, no, you can't reach. So now I'm going to show you a capture from the call center. Look at this. I've got a long way to go training today, so settle in, okay? This is growing extremely fast right now. Show the screenshot of what we got from the manager of the team. So look at this. He says, 10:30 p.m. This is the first time we tried to do a live transfer and nobody picked up. Edward Flanders, this is the second time we tried to do a live transfer and nobody picked up. Jorge Salgado, this is the third time we tried to do a live transfer, but unfortunately no one picked up. 607, Esther Sue, this is the fourth time we tried to do a live transfer, but nobody picked up. 617, this is the fifth time we tried to do a live transfer, but nobody picked up. Agents who are not picking up: Anna, Cameron, James, David, Patricia, Habiba. Jonathan and Vivian are the only ones who picked up. Out of above mentioned 5 live transfers, 2 got failed because no one picked up. Now, how many of you think that's good news? All right. But does that make James, a superstar agent, a bad agent? Does it in any way impact our relationship with James? I would do anything for James. What's happening is our business style is changing to where when the customer's live, we need to be live. So we have a list right now. By the way, you're at the top of the list because I trust you. We have a list right now of agents who we know have done boot camp, have been responsive, who are talking to the ISAs, who pick up the phones, right? Who know the scripts. We have a list of agents. We're transferring to those agents. We have, so can you show again the live calls numbers? There again are the live call numbers. You need these call numbers saved in your phones. There's the 2 numbers. By the way, we're launching Phoenix with this program. So it's going to be different in Phoenix. I'm now begging you guys to work with me. I'm only going to hire people in Phoenix who will work this way from the start. So there's the live call numbers. Y'all got it? Okay, go back to the scripts. And I want to help you with one other thing here. It's 10:52. Stay with me. Talk to me.
I don't know if I missed this, but after I get the call, I'm introduced to you.
Yes, sir.
What do I get back from the ISA?
So I'm weak here right now. So Doug's question is, what do I get back from the ISA team once you've had the introduction? What we're trying to do in real time is set a trigger in Follow Up Boss where we immediately assign it to you. So you then, because you've got push notifications set up, your Follow Up Boss will alert on your phone, you'll tap on it, you'll see the client, and you'll see the conversation, right? And in the verbal conversation, we'll tell you what they're looking for, but they're not going to give you the number. So if you don't have that number in the call, you're going to say, by the way, I just want to confirm with you what the best number was to call you back. But hopefully within 30 seconds of the call, the agent that connected you will transfer it in Follow Up Boss. You'll get a ping on your cell phone and all the details of it. You'll see their entire history with the company.
Okay, yeah, because if we're driving down the road,
Yep.
what we're showing.
Totally get it.
We're not taking notes.
Yep.
It would also be good if in Follow Up Boss, do we have the initial call?
So
Record for that.
they're actually calling you from a Follow Up Boss number. So we're recording that call. So I think, Jenny, does the agent have access to that call?
That posted in.
Not while they're on the call.
When the call's over, doesn't it immediately drop into the comms log? So there's your answer. You go into I'm working through it. But you go into the comms log, tap in the comms log. Yes. That's what he's asking. So you'll go into the comms log for that client. So when you go into Follow Up Boss, it says notes, communications, properties. There's like 7 or 8 tabs. You tap on the comms tab, and that's where you're going to hear the call. Everybody with me? This is a great question. All right, I'm going to jump really quickly to something else. Where do you find this script? You all know it, right? twtagents.com. All right? In these scripts, there's also an outbound scripts because Ty is making hundreds of outbound calls. Many of you are making hundreds of outbound calls. If there's Zillow, you've got a Zillow script. But now you're getting, watch, you're getting these transferred to you through the international desk, through the ISA. So it comes from the international desk. If it's not live, it goes to our ISAs. Our ISAs then assign it to you. When the ISAs assign it to you, you've now got an outbound call to make. And here's the script for it. The Warburton Team outbound calls to call center leads. This handout is a quick reference, guys, for handling outbound buyer calls. Follow the flow below to introduce yourself, build rapport, set the appointment, and introduce the client to your financial friend. So here we go. Setting the appointment. First of all, this is where there's a city and price range. How many of you have seen these leads? Are you watching online? Are people interacting with us online? How many of you are seeing these leads come through in the feed where it shows you a screen capture of the lead? You're all seeing it, right? Okay. Hey, this is Andrew with the Warburton team. I'm following up from a call you had with our marketing department. Don't start again. Hi, this is Andrew with Zillow Premier Customer Service at EXP. I understand you're looking at property. How's your home search going? That's if you're following up on a Zillow contact you haven't reached. This is something where we're sending the lead back to you. You're calling out to them. We already know what they're looking for. Otherwise, it makes us look like we're disconnected. Hi, this is Andrew with the Warburton team. I'm following up from a call you had with our marketing department. I understand you're interested in homes in Long Beach around 700,000. Is that correct? It's the same thing again. Go down. Perfect. There are excellent opportunities in that price range right now. Let's go look at some homes together. What day and time this week works better for you? Prefer weekdays or weekends? And now you're going to exactly the same thing where you confirm that appointment. This script is available right now so that every call that we have this whole line of history with this person, and now you've got an opportunity to talk to them, this is what you're doing. Is everybody with me? Any questions about this? No? All right, Anna, you're going to role play with me, okay? Anna, you there? Jonathan, are you there?
I'm here, man.
All right, bro, let's do this together. You're going to do an OB now. Go up to the top of the page. Just keep everybody current with us. Up to the top of the page. This is an outbound call. So you see a lead that came in from the international desk. That lead gets supplied to you. It says that they've been working with us for 3 months. They want to see an $800,000 home, find an $800,000 home in Long Beach. You don't know exactly what, right? And it says they want somebody to call them at 5 p.m. on Saturday. When are you going to call them, Jonathan?
Today.
Exactly. Just because it says 5 p.m. on Saturday, whatever. Just call them, right? Watch.
Yep.
So, Jonathan, I'm Andrew. I filled in one of those forms. You got it from the IA, either on WhatsApp or iconnect, and you're now calling back out to me to make that appointment. Let's go.
Ring, ring.
Hey, hello. This is Andrew. Hi.
Oh. Andrew, hey, it's Jonathan here from the Warburton team at eXp Realty. Hey, I was just following up on our marketing team. Let us know that you're looking for properties in Long Beach around 800,000. Does that sound about right?
Yep, that's exactly it. I talked to a guy yesterday. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I wanted to make sure we got everything right here. It says 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,200 square feet. Now I got 3 in mind already. I know you wanted to go see him Friday, but I wanted to see if possibly we could bump that up to tomorrow around 3 p.m. or do you have time after 5 today?
Actually, it's got to be on Saturday because I work out of town and I won't be back until Saturday.
Perfect. All right. Saturday at 2 p.m. Does that work for you?
Yep, that sounds great.
Perfect. I'll pencil that in right now. And hey, I just want to ask you, is there anything else about this area that really stood out to you or this property that I should know so I have some others available just in case?
Yeah, we have a boat, so it's Long Beach. I want to be fairly close to the marina.
Beautiful. I love that area. Yes, I got at least a few in mind. Is there any other specs that you need?
Yeah, I need at least 3 bedrooms.
Definitely got those. Okay, well, perfect, Andrew. I want to thank you for taking the time to have this call with me. Again, my name is Jonathan from the Warburton team at eXp Realty. I'm dedicated to your success, and I will see you Saturday at 2 p.m. in Long Beach.
All right, let's hear a round of applause for Jonathan. All right, do I have one other volunteer online who will interact with me on this and make an outbound call? Who is there online who will do this? Could you just talk to me? Isn't that interesting?
I'll do it.
Okay, who's that?
Janae.
All right, Janae, let's do it. So, ring me, let's go.
Ring, ring.
Hi, this is Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. This is Janae with the Warburton team. I'm following up from a call you had with our marketing department. I understand you're interested in homes in Menifee around 5 to 600,000. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, it is.
Great, perfect. There's some excellent opportunities in that price range in the
Wow.
Menifee area right now. Let's go view some homes together. What day and time this week works best for you?
Actually, Saturday around 10 would be great.
Okay, Saturday at 10. That works for me. Great. We're set for Saturday at 10. I'll confirm the details by text immediately following this call. Also give you some information on me and our team, so you'll have that. By the way, what was it particularly about the Menifee area that that is drawing you to that?
It's not the schools. I don't like the schools there very much, but there's some
Okay.
properties with some fairly large lots. So I need a lot like more than 10,000 square feet where there's a little bit of space. Okay.
Okay, so you need a large lot. I'm making
Yeah.
note of this.
Yeah.
And I'd like to have at least a few properties for you to look at on that day to make your time, make it worthwhile. What's the main reason you're looking right now for a home?
Yeah, I just need a place to put all my toys, RV, boat, all that stuff. And the family would love to have a pool, but if there isn't one, that's okay. We'll install one.
Okay, so I'll look for places that have, RV storage, maybe a 3-car garage. Will you be purchasing this home with cash, or will you be getting a loan?
Don't know yet. Let's look at some and I'll let you know on Saturday.
Sounds fair to me. Perfect. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday at 10. This is an exciting step for you and your family, and I think you'll love what we'll find together. Again, my name is Janae George with the Warburton Team. I'm committed to helping you find the right home. I'll see you on Saturday at 10 and look for my text.
Is that 100 out of 10 or what? Let's hear a round of applause for you. All right, now I need to let you know something else that's happening. Are you still interested? Do I have people's interest? Yes? Okay. So we realized, you can see me here, and you see I get frustrated when I have 60 people online and 2 people respond, because we're finding that we're spending tens of thousands of dollars on leads, and agents are basically just throwing them in the trash can until they're ready. So we're trying to resolve that. And at the same time, there's agents here who are great agents who want to build a business, but they've been taught by people who don't have teeth. And we want to teach you with teeth, the teeth being today's market, right? So here's the point. You go, Andrew, you're a little rude. Yeah, I'm rude. I'm from England. What do you expect? So the next piece is we're doing a whole bunch of stuff with AI. Cameron, you're up. Show this AI piece. There's an AI screen, and we're going to talk about this really quickly. So watch this. By the way, get ready, because I have like 5 different programs that are coming at you guys. And we're just really focused on helping get you guys ready for this, okay? Yes. So tell them really quickly about this. So we're into this issue. What's happening is, like, I just did boot camp. When I did boot camp, there were 21 people on boot camp. Every time I said, hey, role play with me, the people role played with me, and they didn't have one single script that I just spent 20 minutes doing. They just fell back to the toothless people who taught them. They fell back to that same thing. So what that said was, what folks are doing is they're coming onto these trainings, they're putting us on hold, they're putting us on a screen, or they're putting us on mute, and they're not learning anything. And so then we spend all the money on the leads, we send the money out on the leads, and the agent goes, well, I can't, you see, it's like a problem. So then it's like, okay, so then let's make boot camp mandatory. You've got to come to the office. So is everybody going to drive from Phoenix and Houston? And it doesn't work. So the modern day world, yeah, it's great. You learn more in the office, without a doubt. If you can come here, come here. But we have to now engage a mechanism that people can learn anywhere in the country. So Cameron has been working with the platform, building out literally a generative AI, artificial intelligence trainer. So our training is going to move into an artificial intelligence mode. Explain a little bit, bro.
Yeah. So those of you that know me, I come from the sports world, and literally every single coach that I played with, they all educated me on how important repetition is. And the reason why you want repetition is because you want to get whatever the skill set you're trying to develop, you want to get it second nature. So when you're in the game, you don't have to think about it. And so the game to you all is out and meeting clients and speaking to clients. And so right now, you guys can actually do this, and I want to play like a little just real quick audio of it. But you all can dial this number, and when you dial this number 24/7, you all can practice the scripts that Andrew is giving to you every single Wednesday, and just any scripts. We're going to throw open house scripts in there, the blitz scripts in there, the 2 scripts, the TWT inbound, outbound, Zillow inbound, outbound. we're going to be throwing all of our scripts into the TWT AI coach. And so at any time of the day, you all can come in here and basically get your reps in. So when you're out in the field, and, working with clients, it's just second nature to you. You can just pick up the phone, have that 90-second conversation or 180-second conversation like Andrew's saying. And yeah, so this is basically what it sounds like.
Hello, you have reached the TWT AI coach. We are going to go through the ALM scripts so you can turn live transfer calls into appointments. Let me know when you are ready.
I'm ready.
Great. For today's practice, I'll play the role of a Zillow lead who's inquired about a property. Your goal is to follow the ALM script: appointment, location, and motivation. Let's dive in. Go ahead and start when you're ready.
Ring, ring.
Hi, this is lead's name.
Hey, Alex. This is Cameron with Zillow Premier Customer Service at the Warburton Team of eXp Realty. I seen that you requested to view the property at 123 Main Street. When is a good time for you to go see it?
That sounds good, Cameron. I'm free tomorrow afternoon, maybe around 2 p.m. Would that work?
Yeah, 2 p.m. works perfect. Are there any other properties
All right,
that
great.
you've been looking at?
Actually, yes. I've been eyeing a property on Oakwood Drive as well. Could we possibly check that one out too?
Yeah, of course. I'm just making note of that. Oakwood property. If you don't mind me asking, Alex, what is it about these properties that are interested that blah blah? I messed up. Gosh darn it.
All right.
No worries, Cameron.
See, I really
You're doing
like
great
this.
so far. Just take a breath and try again. Remember about this property that interests you? Go ahead and give it another shot.
Perfect. So I jotted down that other property. Alex, what is it about these properties that interest you?
I really like the open floor plans and the big backyards.
Yeah.
Hoping to find something that's great for entertaining friends and family.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to show the mess up, and I intentionally messed up just to show you, what the AI coach actually does. But yeah, this is, again, like it's live right now. The only script that's in there is ALM, but again, as we progress weekly, we're going to be introducing new scripts and new phone numbers, and every single one of them are, so when you get access to the scripts on twtagents.com, the scripts are going to be in there. And then at the same time, when you click on any one of the scripts, at the top of the script, there is going to be this TWT agent, this AI coach, where all you do is just call the phone number, and then again, 24/7, you can, like in the sports world, get your reps in.
So you pull the script out. I want to practice ALM. You call this 213 number and you tell the AI, I'm going to practice my ALM script now. And they'll say, okay, so they're programmed to know how to do that script with you. And then you practice with them on, that is amazing.
Yeah. And then you will all get a recording of this, recording of it afterwards. It's emailed to you. It keeps track of how long you were on the call. It gives you the actual transcript of what was in the call. And so again, it's repetition. And so, yeah, we could see that. And so, yeah, if Doug called right now, we could see exactly the transcript, his recording, the everything on our side.
This is how we scale it around the country. This is how we scale with you guys. So, for example, on the live calls, the same thing's going to happen with the listing leads. So we just invested in a listing leads program, another program coming in 2 weeks, where we control the origination of all the leads. So you're going to receive, let's just talk about one thing at a time. The live calls, you're going to receive from us if you want.
We can't hear you, Andrew.
AI is now,
Oh, there you
AI is going to score you out of 100. If you're 70 and over, you'll qualify for the live call system. If you're less than 70, you will not qualify for the live call system, right? So the AI, you'll call the AI, you'll do your training reps. When you get it down, it immediately alerts Cameron, but also alerts our admin staff, including the ISAs. The ISAs get a notification in our central database of who's qualified for which type of lead based on the training that you've done, all right? So it's literally, we're automating everything, right? With a mind to expansion. Anybody got any questions on this? So expect text saying, hey, have you done your AI script training for live calls? And then you'll jump in and do those.
So question, maybe we can just ask very quickly which scripts the agents think that they right now would like to see on their next, or because we have so many scripts, like which ones they think would be the best one.
So this is great from Annette. Please, in the feed, everybody respond here. When will it begin? It's going to begin this week, Janae. Which scripts do you want the most, guys? Let's see.
Maybe some more seller scripts. I know we have the FISBO and ones, but I mean, just like for practicing for the listing.
Lorena.
3 seller leads.
So James, put by it, James, seller list, seller scripts. Who else? See, Habiba saying live transfer, Janae saying live. I mean, that's where the money is.
Yeah.
Right? Live transfer, inbounds, live leads. Yeah, there's no doubt that's where the money is. Trina live, it's going to be the number one, live. And then, of course, it's going to be live seller that comes after that, right?
Okay.
All right, so buyer live leads, live. So the number one we'll do is live. And after that will be OBs, obviously, because there's, whatever you do, you're going to have outbound calls in this business. So we call those OBs. The next will be your OB script. All right? Okay, perfect. Let's hear it for Cameron. I know there's a lot of information today. Okay. All right. Call center leads, I need to run that by you. Okay. A number of you have been saying with the 50 lead program, some of you have set up property alerts, some of you haven't. And many of you asked, how have I become a business builder? How do I partner with you in the Warburton team to become a business builder and make money on leads all over California? Can I see in this room and also online, how many of you are interested in that, where you become a business builder with agents taking leads for you, but you're making money all over California? How many of you are interested in that in this room? Okay, quite a lot of you, okay? And what about online?
Intrigued with what does that mean?
So I'm going to explain to you what I'm setting up here so that you stay current with us. And I'm going to explain that now, right? I guess what I'm trying to say to you is we're just creating opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And some of you are going to fit with opportunity A, some of you are going to fit with opportunity D, right? So let me explain this to you. Basic objection has been, okay, I get 500 or 50 leads rather. I get 50 leads. I don't want to set up the property alerts because it's out of my area. How many of you would like to make money from your living room without getting in your car? That's like 90% of America. Now, me personally, I like to go in my car. But if I could make money also when I'm at home, I like that idea a lot. This is, by the way, right up your alley. Not that you're not willing to. No, you, John. So, watch. So, your business builder system. The first part is this. The lead comes in. You accept the lead. Accept the lead statewide, either from Slack or the Go-Getter channel. Step 2, you make the call to the lead, just like you heard with those scripts. We call this a business builder call, right? You call the client to set up a buyer consultation. Step number 3, you do the buyer consultation over the phone or over Zoom, primarily over Zoom. Now, I want to make it really clear. You cannot, must not, and will not do this with a live Zillow call. So this is a call back. It's an outbound call to somebody in the database out of your area or in your area. Listen carefully. You accept the lead. You call the client, build a personal rapport, and set up a buyer consult. That's your first BAM-FAM, isn't it? The buyer consult's on Zoom. So now you share screen on your Zoom and you can share the buyer presentation. All of it, part of it, whatever. Just the same as you're meeting them in the driveway. Now you're going to set up the showing. You secure a showing appointment with the client and you choose what we're calling now a network agent or Shawami to set up that showing. So I speak with Kathy in Hollywood, Kathy connects with me. I tell her about my experience. I show her my buyer consult on a Zoom. She's like, Andrew, I'd like to work with you. I can even get her to sign a BRBC. And I say, Kathy, listen carefully. I have door openers in your area who will open doors for you. I have clients like you all over California I take care of. I'm going to have a door open and meet you. You said Saturday morning, right? And show you this property. You have time for a couple of others? No, just that one. Okay. So they'll meet you there at 10. Now, I give Kathy the commitment that somebody's going to open that door and show that property. You have two ways to fulfill that. Either one, you can go to the Shawami app, sign up, offer that showing, an agent will respond, and it's going to cost you around $30. You now have that showing covered. But if Teresa's going to open that door for me, you're not going to be a door opener because you're too skilled. But there are many people who come into this business. If they can make $30 3 times a day, they're very happy, right? So Teresa's going to open that door for me. And I say to Teresa that the terms of you opening this door is that before you finish the appointment, you're going to open a new Zoom between the client and me. So now watch. So you set up the showing appointment. You go, Andrew, how can I pay these agents? You got 2 ways to pay them. If I were you, I would find all the new agents. So there's whatever, 60 people in there and 20 in the room, 80 people, 70 people out of 210. That's 140 people who are signed up with this team. You know what they're doing right now? DoorDash. They're delivering French fries. That's what people are doing. They're delivering French fries. They're driving Uber and Lyft. And some of them have executive jobs, but very few of them. And they want to make money. Get to know them. Find out who they are. If you're going to become a business builder, find out who they are. Now you build a relationship with them. You got 2 choices. So let's say I'm talking to Angelica. She's not a skilled agent. She is, but let's say she's not. And she's in Whittier. And I go, Angelica, I've got a showing on Saturday at 10 o'clock. You can meet my client, Joe. I want to make sure that you open the door, you're polite to him. I'm going to send over an agreement that you will not steal this client. And she signs that agreement. And by the way, at the end of the call, I want you to set up a Zoom call. I'm going to send you the link to my Zoom right now. And I'm going to Zoom and interface with the client and set a second appointment or ask them if they want to write an offer. Patty says, yeah, I want to make the $30. Or I say, Patty, I'm going to show this. I need you to show this person on Saturday. If you show them 1 to 3 homes, I'll pay you, and you pick the number, but make it fair. I'll pay you $500 when we close escrow. If we don't close escrow, you don't make money. Or I'll pay you $30 right now. By the way, if you show 4 to 8 properties, I'll pay you $650 at close of escrow. That's up to you how you negotiate it. You're an independent business person, but you're a business person. Act like it. Right? Tell somebody what the pay is. If you're too mean, they won't work for you. If you're too generous, they'll take advantage of you. So you've got to find something that makes sense. So now you're offering either $30. Now let me ask you this. If, I know you don't need this, but let's just say, for example, Doug needed and wanted to do this, and he was going to pay $30. Would Doug pay $30 for 10 showings, $300? 10 showings with 10 Zooms and 10 different clients. Out of 10, how many of those will you convert to I want to write an offer? 1? And these are people who've come all the way through the pipeline, who are looking at property, who are now on a Zoom talking to you. You've spent $300 and you close that escrow. Was it worth $300? Do you see the math? This is how business people think, but they don't train agents like this because they're afraid the agents will leave the brokerage. I want you to really understand what I'm teaching you here. So you accept the lead, you call the client, you set an appointment for the consult, you set up the showing, you arrange the payment with the agent who does the showing. Now the property showing, either with the network or the Shawami agent, shows the property to potential buyer. Now the network agent sets up a 3-way video call with the client and the business builder in the home. Now the business builder finds out, do you want to write an offer, or bam-fams the client. You literally can have a statewide real estate business. A, because we're under the same broker in EXP, and that agent that you're referring it to, if it's an EXP agent, we can track their commissions. and identify if they took your client. You see how powerful this is? You could potentially do this in Phoenix and Houston. Now, do you see now there's no split with that agent? So there's no split after a split after a split because you're writing the deal. It goes to your GCI. It goes to your mega icon status. It goes to you. You split with the team because it's our lead. But you don't have to split again with them. The only time you're going to need to split again with them is if you do it in Phoenix, you don't have a license in Phoenix. Because now you can't write the offer in Phoenix. You with me? So to me, that's well worth, trust me, you're going to see what I'm going to do in Phoenix. It's well worth the opportunity to get your license in Phoenix. But let's talk about California right now. You're going, oh my gosh, it's 10 blocks away. I don't want to take that lead. Really? You can take a lead anywhere in the state of California. All you have to do is be able to do a Zoom and share your screen and be convincing over Zoom. This is what I call the business builder system. Questions?